Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Monday, which means happy Memorial Day week/weekend. I know that this is sort of like an extended weekend for everybody, and I hope that you guys are having the best time. Yesterday, I actually posted on my Instagram because I hung out with Monica Garcia from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, which was really, really fun, actually. It was great seeing her. She did an appearance in Charlotte, and then I went to breakfast with her. And then after breakfast, I ended up going to spend a pool day with Jason and our new friend Lori and Leva. It was so much fun. So now I think that today we're also going to do some things. You know what's so funny? Also, people always say, Adam, we don't give a shit about what you're doing. And I'm like, I'm just trying to tell you what I'm up to. But also with that, we're back to talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey. So let's jump right in.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
All right, guys. So we're back to talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Thank you to Reality Blurb because Rachel Fuda is 100% sure that certain members of the Real Housewives of New Jersey cast reached out to her husband, John Fuda's ex, Brittany Mosh. Now, before accusing Teresa Giudice of coming for John and their family for relevance and a paycheck, and admitting that her falling out with Jennifer Fessler was disappointing, Rachel shaded Jen Aiden and reflected on the latest drama of season 14. I think that either my castmates or people that affiliate or associate with my castmates had their hands in that, is what she said of the controversy surrounding John and Brittany in a May 16th interview with Us Weekly. Now, after John accused Teresa and her husband Louis of reaching out to Brittany, who was in prison at the time, at the season 13 reunion, which they denied, Teresa called John the biggest drug dealer in Bergen County on the premiere episode of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, telling him that she heard it from her ex, or his ex. Wait a minute, you listen to an inmate who's in prison is what John clapped back, but Teresa seemingly contradicting herself, Rachel admitted, I have so many questions. Now, as fans may know, John, who shares her little baby, Gianella and Juliana, with Rachel, also shares her 17-year-old son, Jaden, with Brittany. However, last season, Rachel was seen adopting the boy who she says is mature and understands why everything is happening with his biological mom. We have very open conversations and we're just honest with him. We had a very honest conversation about what John's been through and all of that. And then it was unfortunately about all of the things about his birth mother that we had to talk about. So he has his own feelings about it. You know, he's formed his own opinion based on what he has unfortunately seen on social media. But at the end of the day, he is going to decide who he wants in his life. And he's almost an adult, and that's it. But also speaking to Us Weekly, Rachel said that she's not scared of Teresa when asked why she thinks that she and her family were targeted by the OG. And she said, I think that she's been on the show for so long that it just solidifies her relevancy and her paycheck. You're welcome. Who else does she have, right? Melissa Gorga's off. Margaret Joseph's off. She's not going to fight with Dolores Catania. Jen's so far up her butt, she can't even see her eyeballs. And then who else do we have? I mean, Jen Fessler is not going to. I was the last resort. But while the premiere episode's events were intense, Rachel did admit that she wasn't surprised by Teresa's accusations of John. Literally the day before Jen Fessler's surprise party, there were all of these things leaking all over other sides, social media accounts, and we know the game. So going into it, I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. So that was really my heads up. They couldn't find anything on me, so they went after him. Now, while John was charged with pot possession when he was a teen, Rachel pointed out that everyone makes mistakes when they're kids. If I were to pull anything from anyone's past, we've done things that someone would say are bad or try to weaponize. John is not ashamed of anything that he's done or has been through. It's just unfortunate that the opportunity for him to tell and share his own story was completely taken and manipulated into something that it's not, and weaponized against him. But although Teresa has since downplayed her claims against John, stating that she believes John is a good father, Rachel doesn't seem to have forgiven her. He is an amazing father. He is an amazing husband. He is a successful businessman. He is all of those things, is what that's what she said. But this is manipulation and gaslighting at its peak. And this is what she does is she manipulates fans in the stories. But regarding her current estrangement from Jen Fessler, Rachel said that she was closest with her tenfold. I mean, 14 times a day we were on the phone. I don't have a relationship with her right now. We haven't spoken in probably over 5 months. And right now, there's no bad blood between us. But I can just say that my relationship with her is so disappointing. What has transpired, what's taken place. And it's really sad to see someone that was brought into this group of women by Margaret to not back up their friends when they're asked, do you believe that Louis called Margaret's son? And you say, she swore on her 4 kids. She's a pathological liar. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You think Margaret is faking that? She was in hysteria that day that she called me. So, in saying that, my real issue is, and it's not even just for Jen Fessler, it's across the board. We can be friends. You can be friends with anybody, but don't sit here and tell me what you think I want to hear and then go be friends with somebody. That's not how this works. If you like her, tell her, grow a pair and tell me I like her. I want to be friends with her and then we're good. But if you're not going to do that and you're going to sit here and be like, I don't want to be in the same room as them. I don't want to associate with them. And then I don't want to be a part of this group of women. If that's going to happen, it's not connecting. So it's coming off like you're a little cuckoo. Boom. I don't know about that shit, but Rachel Fuda. Okay. We're not done. So everybody was also wondering about Gabriella. Teresa's daughter. Why was her college transition not featured on the show? Why was Antonia's? People were wondering that, and now it looks like there are answers. So I was actually really curious about this too. That's the only reason I'm bringing it up, but here we go. Thank you to All About the Real Housewives, who gets all of the tea from Teresa. Get all the details on why the Real Housewives of New Jersey cameras did not capture Gabriella Giudice's move to the University of Michigan for season 14. If you know anything about Teresa Giudice's daughters, you know her second oldest daughter, Gabriella Giudice, is the most private of the bunch. The 19-year-old almost never speaks or appears on the show. Instead, she chooses to keep her life private and away from the cameras as much as she can, despite her family being in the public eye. Now, since season 14 of New Jersey premiered earlier this month, fans have been watching Teresa and Melissa prepare their daughters for their freshman years at college. While on this week's episode of New Jersey, fans saw Melissa and Joe move their daughter Antonia into her dorm at the University of Delaware, and they didn't see Teresa move Gabriella from New Jersey to the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. Many longtime fans who have watched Teresa's daughters grow up on the show were bummed that they missed out on witnessing this milestone event in Gabriella's life. But All About the Real Housewives can now officially share the exclusive details about why Gabriella's college move was not featured. So sources close to production that tell All About the Real Housewives that unlike her cousin Antonia, Gabriella declined Bravo's offer to film her for the University of Michigan. She didn't want that. Gabriella wanted her move to be more intimate as she began this new chapter in her life. Now, the now 19-year-old also did not want attention being drawn to her during her move-in process, and she knew having the New Jersey cameras around would do just that. So despite fans not getting to see Gabriella move into her dorm and settle into life at the University of Michigan, they still got a good amount of footage of the Giudice Ruiz family celebrating her next chapter on the show. But while Gabriella continues to keep much of her life private on and off of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, she does seem to be enjoying life at the University of Michigan. And not only has Gabriella made loads of friends throughout her first year of college, but she also just joined the Tri Delta sorority that her sisters, Gia and Melania, have also visited her numerous times throughout the year. So there's a lot of shit happening. Now, I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are, especially about all of the New Jersey drama. So guys, pop off in the comments, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And we'll see you in just a little bit. Love you guys. Bye.